We were very blessed today to get to speak to some people that were experiencing hopelessness, people that are really suffering, and we were able to help guide them, to let them know that through meditation that you can find peace, you can find love and reconnect to your inner being and keep hope alive within inside yourself and always look for a brighter day. Today my favorite part was talking to this homeless guy. He was suffering so much and I could see even on his body he had like these deep wounds that were open, and I couldn't believe what the elements had done to him. And he told me a little bit about his story. I tell you, it was heartbreaking, but as I look into his eyes and his face, all I saw was pure love and compassion, and that moved me, because I thought I suffer, and I thought, look, what I've been through is probably nothing compared to what this man is going through, and he still has this innocence and purity and love in his eyes. And that really touched me, and that was my favorite part today.
I definitely know he's there, because when I've tried to kill myself 15 million times, and every time there's been a warm feeling afterwards when it feels better.
Yeah.
But then I kind of get lost again. I lost my girlfriend to breast cancer.
Yeah.
I then lost my home. I then lost my child.
Oh, Vaheguru.
So it was all at once.
You know that digging down deep, right, bro? When it breaks you on the inside, when you're broken down completely on the inside and then you dig down deep, basically your ego gets dissipated. It drops, and all you got is tears in your eyes, and you say, God, only you can help me out of the situation. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
You've been there, yeah?
I have, yeah.
And then we keep chanting Vaheguru, Vaheguru, and bro, you know what? Then miracles happen, Carl. Do you understand?
They do, yeah.
When we're in that much pain, right? If we do end up killing ourselves and we're gone, right? However we are at the last moment of death, that carries on with us.
I thought that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously we get in so much pain and we think suicide is going to be the way out, but it locks us within that realm of pain that we're in. But do you have any questions about God?
Just struggling, yeah.
Yeah?
Just
Let me sit down for a minute. I'll sit down with you in a minute. Well, you got good people like this woman, man.
That's right, yeah. It's very hard, but yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
God bless you.
My faith is there, but it's very tested.
Yeah?
Very tested.
You know what I liked about what that woman just did? She got joy from helping you.
That's right, yeah.
Did you see her face?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That was beautiful, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I love that about people.
And it's like when people feed you. And
yeah,
know,
man.
Like, there's always going to be food, but it's difficult because the police move you on, like just.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how do I eat, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, if they move you along here, we'll just say we're just two guys sitting on the floor talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How they can hack it in the free world. You know what I'm saying?
Supposed to be.
I like that you got a very nice nature about you. How is that? Like, how do you cultivate that life, that positivity?
I've got 12 kids.
Oh wow, Vaheguru, wow.
Which keep me going. And I do have a dog, but the police was trying to take him off me.
Yeah.
Because he's an American Bulldog. So they tried to say he's an XL, but he's not.
Oh, he's beautiful,
so
man.
I give him to my kids, so the police didn't moan. So that's what keeps me going.
You know what? It's not politics, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And do you know what? It's not the dog, it's the owner.
Of course, of course. I can look at that dog and just know how sweet that dog is.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's so well done. He's so well behaved.
You know what? I've always wanted a blue staffy. But that's like when my kid's gonna be about 12, 13, I think I get one.
Yeah.
Because it's a full-time job, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's like another little kid.
It is, definitely,
you know?
yeah.
Yo, so like, tell me, like, about God. How do you feel? What's, you know?
I definitely know he's there, because when I've tried to kill myself 15 million times. And every time there's been a warm feeling afterwards when it feels better.
Yeah.
But then I kind of get lost again.
Yeah.
And that's this lifestyle. It's so draining.
Yeah.
So draining. I mean, obviously I've got cellulitis as well in my legs.
Oh wow, Vaheguru, oh my Lord.
So that's really itchy, really
sore.
sore.
God bless you.
That's what I mean. So he's trying to get in the B&B to clean it and cover it. Every day is just a struggle.
Oh my God, bro.
So yeah.
Yo man, maybe not to the extent that you felt, but I've been that way in my life too, man. You know, I've been, for like my half my adult life, I've been like messed up, you know?
Yeah.
Cause like, so I know how it is to be in despair.
I lost my girlfriend to breast cancer.
Yeah.
I then lost my home. I then lost my child.
Oh, Vaheguru.
So it was all at once. So then at that moment then, that's when I tried to kill myself.
Yeah.
At that moment then, I kept just trying to kill myself to be with the other side. But,
yeah.
But then I kind of thought, well, if I do succeed in killing myself, what's next?
Yeah.
Am I going out the frying pan into the fire, or is it going to be better?
Yeah.
Then I thought about my other children, and then it all come together, and so I struggle each day. But
what's your name again, man?
Carl.
Carl. Listen, I'm Jagmeet. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jagmeet.
Carl, listen. So like, let's just talk about this as a philosophy, right? When we're in that much pain, right? If we do end up killing ourselves and we're gone, right? However we are at the last moment of death, that carries on with us.
I thought that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So obviously we get in so much pain and we think suicide is going to be the way out, but it locks us within that realm of pain that we're in. You understand?
Yeah.
Did you ever think, what is the purpose of this human life? Why are we even here?
I think this is the hell, and I think like we're already living hell.
Yeah.
And I think once we're past that, that's going to be the better side of it.
Did you ever think that this could be either heaven or hell, depending on our circumstances and our mindset?
I don't think this could be the heaven because there's too much wrong in the world.
Let me ask you a question. When you weren't on the streets, yeah, when you had those first babies, you got 12 kids, right? When you maybe at one point one of those children that you had, right? Maybe all of those children, did you not feel pure bliss and thankfulness and joy?
I just felt like I had a purpose in life.
Yeah.
I now had a meaning, and that's what keeps me going now.
Yeah, man. Well, check it, right? I'll just tell you about what Sikh philosophy is, right? And if it can help you in any way, extrapolate from it. You understand? So our philosophy is that we are divinity. Yeah? So we believe in the one God, the Ek. We literally call it Ek, the number one, right? So you and I, we've been around since the very beginning of time, right? If you back a time all the way to the Big Bang, it goes back into the one, and poof, this one exploded and it became separate little pieces, and me and you are a small piece of that greater one. So we have the divinity, the power, the love, the light of God within ourselves, right? So in effect, we're separated from the one and in a game, in a pathway, in a journey back to the one, right? So we've been born over and over and over and over again, reincarnation, right? There's 8.4 million birth and death life cycles, meaning that me and you weren't always human. We started off as like amoebas, or like fish life and ant life and this and that and the other, rocks, trees, right? So if you can imagine, we're just protons and neutrons, and they come together and they become a single cell organism, to 2 cells, to 3 cells, more and more and more complex, right? So all these little organisms become a bigger organism, in a point where you become an egg-born animal, then a womb-born animal, you become an animal, and then you go through these life cycles eventually over a period of millions of years, right? In order to finally be blessed with this human body. Right? So me and you, we would have been humans in the past too. Do you understand? We could have been women, men, black, white, old, young, whatever it be. You understand? And the purpose of our human life that we're here is to break free of this life cycle, bro.
Yeah.
To break free of this life cycle of reincarnation, of birth and death, of good and bad, of duality, right? And the only way we do that is by connecting back with the original source, that which is inside of us, that which we came from. So when I look at you and you tell me how much you suffered in your world, I can see your leg needs serious medical attention. Bro, I'm telling you, I've suffered in my life, but it pales to what you're going through. Do you understand? And the joy and the purity and the love I can see in your face and your eye, I think, wow, that's the blessing, bro.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You understand?
Every day is a blessing because I have children, and that's what I see. My children are constantly phoning me, constantly checking I'm all right. They worry all the time, and I'm like, well, this is my life,
So Carl, even those children, right, are a blessing from the divine.
That's right, yeah.
Because like I've got kids, bro, and I know I didn't do anything to deserve those kids. Those kids are a big blessing, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
So even how much
it's amazing to watch them grow and flourish into what they're. Because my son now, my oldest son, I've only got one boy.
Yeah.
My oldest son, I lost my other son.
Oh, Vaheguru.
He basically now he wants to train to be in the Navy.
Oh, sweet man.
My daughter's being a hairdresser.
Yeah.
And so my youngest is 10.
Good.
And that's where my dog's living at the moment. Is with them.
Yeah, good.
So it's perfect for me because. I've messed up my life, but they're making something of their life.
How old are you, Carl?
I'm 39.
Guess what, bro?
Still time.
You know what? As long as there's breath in our body, Carl, do you understand? You know what I see in your eyes? I see hope. You understand, bro?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, man, if a man has a vision of a compelling future, if you have belief that it can get better, we can get through hell. We can get through hell and back, right?
Yeah.
And Carl, so I want to just tell you about the reincarnation, our breakthrough, right? Our philosophy, right? And if you can take from this to help yourself, take from it, bro. We believe by chanting the name of God and doing good deeds, doing good things, right? Seva and Simran. Simran is meditating upon the name of God. The name of God that our gurus have given us is Vaheguru. But if you know God by a different name, be it Jehovah, Allah, Ram, Lord, or whatever you may know, you can use the Gurmantar, the words Vaheguru. Yeah, it's 4 syllables. You can carry over and over and over again. Like I do this all the time. When I can see my monkey mind is going down the wrong path, and I'm going down the path of depression and despair, and I can't even get. So I'm lucky to have a bed, bro.
Yeah.
But I get so paralyzed I can't even get out of that bed. Do you understand? And and then decades go by, months go by. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced sickness and illness in my life too. You understand? And only thing I can do is go dig deep inside myself and say, God, I'm such a failure. I'm such a loser. I've tried my best in life, but nothing's working out. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help. So, Carl, you know that digging down deep, right, bro? That digging down deep. When it breaks you on the inside, when you're broken down completely on the inside and then you dig down deep, basically your ego gets dissipated. It drops, and all you got is tears in your eyes, and you say, God, only you can help me out of the situation. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
You've been there, yeah?
I have, yeah.
And then we keep chanting Vaheguru, Vaheguru, and bro, you know what? Then miracles happen, Carl. Do you understand?
They do, yeah.
And you know, like we do, and human beings, we do good things and bad things, right? I was telling you about the life cycles, right? So in our past life, we've done good and we've done bad, right? And then we reap the rewards in this lifetime. So those children are blessings from a past lifetime. Do you understand, bro?
That, yeah.
And like the hard times that we go on, it can change. And the only thing that breaks bad karma, right? It's like a mountain. It's like, imagine a mountain of bad karma is there. It's never. We gotta work through that karma. So the good things that are coming, they're gonna come. The bad things that are coming, they're gonna come, no matter what. That's right. Right? But if you want to break the bad, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Every time you chant the name of God, it's burning out mountains of karma. Do you understand, bro? Every time you just say it once, that's the power of the name of God. Yeah? And I'm telling you, brother, I've experienced this in my own lifetime. So my life of hell, right, through connection to divinity, becomes a life of peace and love and giving and humanity and heaven. It becomes heavenly, bro. Do you understand?
I get that, yeah.
And Carl, like, if you know sweetness, right? You got sour on your tongue, you got bitter, you've got all these taste buds, right? If you've never tasted sweetness, and how can I explain to you sweetness exists?
You wouldn't be able to, would you?
If I say, Carl, sweet is so good, it tastes like this, I couldn't, and I say, Carl, you must believe in sweetness. But that's what people like believe in God or experience God. They're trying to explain it to somebody else, but guess what? If I want you to believe in sweetness, I could just get some candy or an ice cream, give it to you, you lick it, and I don't have to explain it to you.
That's right, yeah.
You've tasted it for yourself, you can experience it for yourself, right? So that God is the same way, bro. If you ingest the name of God, meditate upon the name of God, even while you're sitting here, bro, right? This Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. And when you get emotional, right, thinking about life, put that to God's feet. Say, God, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. And bro, guess what? Then you can break through this veil of ego, this veil of falsehood. You can pierce through it and you can feel divinity. And bro, in that leaflet I showed you, look, there is something called the 10th gateway, the Dasam Dwar. Can you see that picture right down there? Yeah. Right? There's a spot on your head right here at the top, the anterior fontanel. That's where you can know the bliss of God. So guess what, bro? You experience God, pure bliss, pure ananda, we call it. Do you understand, bro? So it goes from a trust and a belief into an experience. And once you taste this, once you experience this, there's no going back. And guess what? If you die in a place of knowing and experience, then you go back to God. And the name of God is that powerful that can break all bonds, break all pain, right? And put you in a state of bliss, right, bro? And then you break free of the karma and you break free of the bonds of this life. And that's what we're here for. And guess what, Carl? People like you and me that have suffered in our lives, right? Guess what? That suffering, bro, actually ends up being the blessing. Because if me and you were balling, let's say we were millionaires with Lamborghinis and fame and fortune, and we were movie stars and everything that the world wants, right? Those people sometimes don't have the need to even cry out for God once. So then we got to think, what is good and bad? Because to me, the best things in my life is when I've been broken so much that I cry out for divinity. That I say, God, I can no longer hand this life. I want to check out. I'm ready to check out. Check me out or show me you exist. You understand, bro? And like, I actually start speaking to God in reality. Do you understand, Carl? So all those painful moments in life, because pain's a guarantee, it's going to come to everybody.
That's right, yeah.
If we can utilize that and put it at the feet of God and say, God, show me, make it a personal relationship, bro. You understand? Then I'm telling you, you can feel divinity.
Yeah.
You understand? And like, to the point, right? Like, all the saints and all of humanity, what they used to do is they used to leave society and go off into the mountains and pray and become like, oh, holy, this, that, the other.
Because them idiots over there, but carry on, yeah.
I'm with you, bro. We're gonna stand, we're gonna do what we want.
Yeah, no.
If they want to say something, I'm with you. You're chatting to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because one thing I'm all about, bro, fighting for our rights. I don't think those guys can say anything to two guys sitting on the street and talking.
They do.
That's fine, let them come, because yo, Carl, I got your back here, man. Because I don't like that. If they're gonna say something to you, that's not right. You're not hurting anybody, you're not bothering anybody, you understand?
Yeah.
So Carl, why, like, you know why we're out in the streets, right? Because the whole world is moving away from religion. People are becoming atheists by the millions, do you understand? And I'm not concerned about pushing religion, do you understand? I'm not saying join my religion or go to that religion.
Just trying to make the world acknowledge that there is something there.
You know, the whole world's trying to tell us that all we got is nothing. That it's just you against everything. But guess what? Divinity lies in you. Divinity lies in me. God, I'm here to tell the world God is real, and we don't have to believe in God. You can experience God.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go to somebody special, go to somewhere special, or pay somebody, or say you pray for me, bro. I'm telling you, everything is inside you, and you can connect directly. And guess what? When you connect directly to to divinity, I've experienced it in my life, everything changes. Hell becomes heaven. Do you understand, bro? I'm telling you, it happens right here. Because if me and you are suffering so much, that we're in so much pain, as soon as we die, we remain that way. And then we get born again, and that comes again and again. Yeah. We're here to work through that pain. I'm telling you, Carl, yeah?
That's it, yeah.
If I've cut my pain through knowing divinity, right? That's just my pain, but I know the whole world is suffering. Like our guru know the whole world is suffering. That's our responsibility. Go out in the streets and say, bro, we're here for you. Like the Sikhs, right? Come to our temples, our gurdwaras, and we'll feed you. Because you're our brother.
Yeah.
You understand?
Everybody's equal.
Bro, I'm a hard-working man. Every day I'm thinking, how am I going to pay my next paycheck, this, that, the other? How am I going to feed my little kids? I ain't balling out of control. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm in the grind every single day myself. But guess what, bro? I'm in my mid-40s. I'm never going to give up. Do you understand? I'm never going to give up. Whatever happens in life, right? And you know what? This trick of the mind, this belief in divinity, it can get you through anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you said that you had the despair and you were going to end it, but then you felt that warm feeling, right? That warm feeling didn't come from somewhere else. It came from
inside, yeah. That's right.
So, Carl, this is what we're talking about. Do you understand? Like, you've probably experienced more than most people have already. Do you understand? So you know it's a reality. And Carl, I don't know what it is about you. I can see it in your eyes. Do you understand? Somebody like you could probably progress way faster than somebody like me. Do you understand?
About that, but yeah.
No, you know why I say that, right? Because in this, like, I look religious, right? Just because I've got a turban and a beard and I may talk about God, it doesn't mean that I'm going to go to heaven or be in the experience. I'm going to go to God when I die, because if I haven't cleaned the inside of my heart and my body and my soul, if I haven't done that internal work to make myself saintly and God-like, right? Become God created us in the image of God, right? If I remain my evil, selfish self, then I'll be stuck in the darkness. So I've got all this internal work to do. So to me, this religion of Sikhi is a technology, and chanting the name of God is how I get over my ego, dissipate it, humble myself, right? Break those barriers on the inside. Know that I belong at the feet of people like you, because you are the creation of God and we are the Khalsa. The Khalsa is the army of God, and we're here to protect and serve humanity. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do, yeah. So
I'm not going to say, oh, does Carl have like nice clothes on, he's got a nice car, and then he's my brother. Bro, you're almost 40, right? I could have met you, you could be balling out of control. Do you understand?
Yeah.
This is life circuit. I could come back next year and you can have everything at your feet. You're my brother then and you're my brother now.
Yeah.
There's no difference. Do you understand? So for us, we gotta love each other, take care of each other, see each other, you know what I'm saying? Communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And above all, let each other know that we came from the same place and we have the same opportunity. So Carl, as long as we have breath in our bodies, we can use that breath to connect to divinity. And you know what, bro? For the longest time, right? I thought like this, your belly button, you got a diaphragm, and there's something called a nabi there. And the nabi, basically you breathe deep into your body. I never did that my whole life, bro. I was just breathing up at the top of my lungs, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, is it broken from here on down, right? And then through the blessing of God, I went through so much pain and I had to humble myself, lower myself. And then one day I breathed deeply into my gut, and I brought that good mantra into my breathing, and I breathed in Vaheguru. Do you understand? So you breathe in the name of God, and guess what? It acts as a cleansing mechanism, right? That it cleans your body, cleans your karma, cleans your soul, and it cleans your mind, right? And bro, I'm telling you, it improves your life. And guess what? When we have a more cleansed mind, and we can see reality clearly, then we see opportunities. Do you understand, bro?
Yeah.
You spot opportunities, and then divinity brings people together. Like divinity brought us together. I could be talking to anybody. You could not give me the time of day. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's like there's something that connected us to bring us together, and I've got no hidden agenda here. Do you understand? My agenda is to bro, like God help me. I want God to bless you when more God's blessed me. And guess what? Somebody like yourself could go help the next man.
Yeah.
And me, my only goal is, right, to keep coming back to help people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because I can see this is the only, money's not the answer. Fame is not the answer. Riches, all we have is each other, bro.
That's right, yeah.
Do you understand? And the whole world has taught everybody that God doesn't exist. To the atheist, I would ask.
It's now, it comes to the point where everybody just thinks, this is it, this is all we have, but it's not, as you know yourself. It's about seeing the wider picture, which people don't see that these days.
Yeah, and you know what, even in our despair, right, it doesn't feel like that. Because the world is in so much pain, and so many bad things happen, that they think, then why would God let that happen?
Yeah.
It's God's not up there punishing or rewarding.
Life has its courses, though, doesn't it? Life has its cycles, so everything happens anyway. Whether there's a God or not a God, but it's going to happen because that's the life cycle.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, unfortunately.
And bro, it's kind of like, like we have free will, right? And we've got free will to either like choose right or choose wrong, choose love or choose fear and choose hate.
Yeah.
And I know when I'm stuck if I'm stuck without God, this energy of divinity, right? I will choose fear, and I will choose pain, and I will choose hate, because I'm just a regular human being, and I'm thinking, I'm in survival mode, bro, right? And in survival mode, I get consumed by my own hatred and evil. Do you understand? And to break free of that, once I start chanting the name of God, divinity comes into my life, and I can see that, you know what? Everybody's in pain, and I've got to reduce my own pain and spread love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what we're out here doing, bro.
I'm gonna go and get some food.
Let's do it. Let me buy you some food and
I'm all right, I'll go up there to Greg's. I'm going to get something hot.
Okay, let me sort you out too, okay?
Go on then.
Yeah, your call. God bless you. Okay? Honestly, pleasure, okay? Thank you very much.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.